Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. Today's episode, we're going to talk about a heads up situation on how this is, was, or might be a very bad problem. So, guys, there's a situation that I read about yesterday in the paper. So, of course, today I did a little more research behind it, and I am astonished at the fact that no other channel is talking about this. And the media is not really talking about this. I mean, you have to actually research this on the internet. So I'm looking all over the place, and I see a few articles, not a lot, and I'm like, why the hell isn't anybody talking about this? So then it dawns on me, because it has to do with migrants and a lot of the illegal immigrants coming here. So this 22-year-old Lebanese national, who's part of the Hezbollah group, gets caught here on the United States side of the border. He snuck through the Mexican-U.S. border. He gets here, he gets caught. Some reason he needs medical attention, and he tells the medical people that he's here to build a device that can go off and hurt and kill a lot of people. He gets caught March 9th, makes the confession March 11th. And a border patrol agent called him possibly the stupidest person in the world, because he would have gotten away with it and he would have been set free into the United States had he not said anything. He would have continued on his mission. Now, according to the two articles I read, people seem baffled as to why he came forward and why he said anything, being that he wasn't pressed. They weren't questioning him. He just volunteered his information out. And he volunteered his information out actually to a medical staff before they said what, and then handed him over to ICE and the FBI. Now, the bigger problem with this whole thing, guys, is that this guy got caught. He was one of probably, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, hundreds to thousands of Hezbollah troops crossing that border. He wasn't the only one. There were probably two, maybe a few before him who were caught. And those who were caught, once they got caught and they got interviewed, they were red flagged. This guy wasn't going to be red flagged because the way the Border Patrol agency works, they're not fast enough to do a background check. So he would have been set free to continue on his mission to wreak havoc wherever it is. Now, in one article I read that he was going to build a device and it was going to be here in New York, and they were going to set it off. And in another article, they just said that he was here to build a device. So again, guys, the alarming problem with this, guys, is that this guy admitted to a terroristic act if he got released, if he got set back, if he got set off into the United States, if he was released and freed and told him, run, little Negro, run, get out of here, and he would have fucking ran here to New York and did whatever the hell he had to do. Now, how many more are crossing the border not getting caught? How many are crossing the border getting caught but then getting set free? We've had, guys, enough of these migrants commit heinous crimes while they've been here, when they got here, right? We had the Laken Riley incident, or murder, sorry, and this is only going to get worse. Because, like I said before, guys, with migrants comes the bad shit, and it's always the rapey dudes. It's always the rapey dudes and the rapey murderer dudes, and then the weirdos. They always follow. They get here because in their country, they would have been outcast. In their country, a lot of places don't play that rape shit and they kill you on the spot. And in some places, in some countries, they're too weak of a bad guy or villain in that country, so they got to come here where they'll get treated better even if they get caught. Because in other countries, guys, you play some of the shit that these guys are playing, they're going to kill them there. And some of the bad guys were probably rival gang members, rival cartel members, and they were going to die there. So they said, let's go to the land of the free where I can kill as many people I want and just end up in jail. We have so many people from other countries coming here and getting caught and being part of other terror groups. Hezbollah has been caught. There's been, I think, 2 or 3 guys caught here. ISIS members have been caught here as well. That means, guys, they are building an army. This is my theory. The amount of young military-aged men that are coming across the border, whether it's Chinese or Middle Eastern, they're coming here for a reason. You had that one Muslim dude, that older guy that was arguing with the journalist saying, you don't know who I am, but you're going to find out. That dude, he's here. That means, and he had to be the commanding officer. But then he's gone. He's in the sticks. He's in the wind. He does a video, and not that he does a video on purpose, but they catch him on video, and now he's in the wind. That was a commanding officer if I've ever seen one. And I said that before to somebody in the firehouse. That's a commanding officer. That's somebody that's in charge of somebody's military or regiment. And now we have more of these guys getting caught because, well, these terrorist groups are getting, they're getting antsy. They're like, all right, let's send more. And instead of sending, like, let's say 5 or 6 at a time, they're probably sending 20, 30, 40, 50 at a time, and some are getting caught. But some are getting caught, guys, and again, kick loose, catch and release. And some are getting caught, found out, red flag, sent back. This kid, his name is Basil Ibadi. He is designated to get sent back to, I think they said, Lebanon, sorry. I thought I read Yemen somewhere, but he passed through Yemen a while ago. And he used a bunch of fake names, and he used a bunch of fake passports to do so. When he was in Costa Rica, this kid got rolled, and he lost all his ID, but still headed on his mission to get here. That means, guys, we have a bigger problem that we are not being told about. We have a bigger problem that we need to stay more vigilant about and keep our eyes up and our guns up, because something's going to go down. We got a lot of shit going on, and the military, guys, is being gathered here. They have to be. There is no way, guys, that you keep the border open, you have all of these dudes coming through, and the Biden administration knows this, the FBI, everybody, the CIA, everybody knows this, but they continue to keep the border open. That means, guys, that this administration wants this country to collapse. That is the only thing it means. And if that's what it means, if they want this to collapse, that means these are treasonous people that have to be taken out of office. There's something needs to be done. There needs to be a civil war. There needs to be something has to be ignited, because these people are allowing terrorist groups to come to this country, gather up, and then do what? If this kid said that he was here to make a device, that means there are other people or guys like him building devices. Now, yes, he could have been lying, which I don't think he would, but he could have been lying. I mean, all that said, he could have very well lied about this whole thing just so that he could get sent back home because he hates his country. I don't know. But being that, guys, we've caught other members of terrorist groups here in this country crossing the U.S.-Mexican border. That means something else is going on and something needs to be done. And the fact that the Biden administration doesn't want to close the border down, they want to keep it open, they can close it today if they want and make it harder for them to come across the border. Not saying that shutting it down is going to stop everybody from coming across. No. But they can definitely slow it down and do a more thorough process of vetting everybody. And fuck vetting people. Send them the fuck back. Put them on a fucking boat or in a catapult, something, and send them back. There's no need for us to be taking all these people here. These people are leaving their country, and they make this country better, as Biden said. This administration, guys, is the worst. Laken Riley gets killed, and Biden apologizes to the killer and the migrants for calling them illegal immigrants when they should have been undocumented, instead of apologizing to Laken Riley's family for allowing these people to come here. This administration is wholeheartedly evil, and something has to be done. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.